Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Pharaoh. Welcome back. This is episode 13 of the Ep13 Beginner Guide 2023, free to play. And then if there's anything else in that title, that as well. So, today, we basically all I did the last 3 days is farm a ton of unrecorded history. I did the Iseria thing as well. Maybe that was 4 days ago. I don't know, but I've been farming catalysts a lot. I'm actually finally done catalyst farming, I think, for a little bit. So yeah, Tamarin is where she needs to be. If you'll notice, they are all 6-starred or whatever, like 6-star awakened. The awakening is up to 6 stars. Other than Raz here. And I can do him right now. Very, very cool. So that'll complete all the 6 stars we had. I think I had Camila at the 6-star level in the last episode too, so you guys, I think, did see that, and I had said that I'm just getting Camila and Commander Larina ready because I know they're going to be fantastic for Katie's. And Commander Larina is also great for Hell Raid. I also have her plus 30 here in the skill tree. I got her skill tree completely done. I got Raz's done as well. Pretty sure I got Raz done. Yep, he's at plus 30 here as well. So Raz is completely done there. All that's left is to just build them up. Commander Larina doesn't need to be built yet. She's better for like raids, Labyrinth raids. I assume she's fantastic for light expedition and pretty good for Hall of Trials as well. Based on her kit, I'd imagine she's good. But yeah. And then Camila does a dual attack with the ally with the highest attack, so in Katie's, these two end up doing a crap ton of damage together, so they pair very well together. The only other two things I'm looking at building at the moment are like Sirmia and Rowana. Sirmia for the Golem thing. If I already have her built, I get a free copy from the Golem Hunt, but if you already have one built and you're just ready to go with it already, she's fantastic for Golem. And I have the Stigma to make another 6-star. Let's go to one that's maxed out and see if I have any. I have none of these right now, so I don't know if it's 250 or 300 of these that make 10 of these. But I could make either one 6-star or very close to 2 6-stars, I think, with the Stigma I have. But yeah, Rowana's fantastic for episode 3 and 4. I will definitely build her and have her ready to go for those 2 episodes intentionally, like, because she just makes it easier. But yeah, these two are gonna, I think, have to wait a little bit here because I do need to get back into Wyvern 13 and farm a bunch of gear for Tamarin and Iseria. They will be built. Also, Raz as well, because I'm looking at building a Labyrinth team with them, and then with Vildred in there as well. With Adventurer Raz, Tamarin, Vildred, and Iseria, I will be able to sweep through. I'll be able to just crush Labyrinth. I should be completely destroying it. Even Nyxed Sanctum should be relatively easy with that 4 built together. I'm going to pause the video here and then show you guys a raid calculator, actually. Okay, so I just came into here, and all you have to do is type in Ep13 raid calculator. The first or second website here is this one, and you just have to type in the name of the character here. I typed in, Eros, Amon Moranci, Commander Larina, Iseria, Tamarin, Vildred. And this will give you, I guess, 15 different teams that you can build together. There are only 3 that I'm particularly interested in. And those 3 would be the team that I told you I was going to build for Labyrinth, which is Adventurer Raz, Iseria, Tamarin, and Vildred. They will give me 33 morale points when I camp. Very solid. I would really, really try to build a team that gets you at least 30 points, because that's just about 4 fights extra. So yeah, pretty solid to get 4 extra fights. The synergy should be fine. I mean, I don't know if I have to turn Vildred and Roz's skills off because of the way that Isaria's second skill works. I think she'll just target Tamarin because she has the skill that's on the longest cooldown. I'm gonna have to do some testing there. If I can leave Adventurer Raz and Vildred's skills on, they'll be a lot stronger. But if I can't, I do have a single target skill 1 going off every turn that could dispel a buff, and he's still doing fantastic damage with that first skill to 2 enemies, and could trigger his second skill passive and do an AoE as well and give himself an attack buff. Obviously, Tamarin's giving the team an attack buff, and she's doing an AoE attack that she'll be doing with Vildred. So Vildred will be getting basically two turns, well, as long as Tamarin's attacking. It'll be more like 1.5 turns. Every time Tamarin attacks, he'll go with her. And then Isaria, again, is just there to decrease defense and then reset Tamarin's third skill. So this will work pretty well. For Labyrinth, I should just completely destroy, actually. Another one to look at is Adventurer Raz, Commander Lorena, Isaria, and Tamarin. I might end up having to run this in Hell Raid or normal raid to begin with. Like, I suspect I will, for some bosses, want just the crushing single target damage that Commander Lorena can pull out. She can do really, really high single target damage. It's going to be higher than Vildred's AoE. So it makes sense to run her for some bosses. And then you've got some other bosses where you could just keep this team, and Vildred, you'll want the AoE, and that'll work just fine. Also, this team in particular will be my Azmanak team: Adventurer Raz, Isaria, Tamarin, and Vildred. Once I build them, I'm going to get into Azmanak and get a rage set, and then bring that back and put that on Sigrid, so that my Wyvern runs will they should go significantly faster. The rage set makes it so that you deal 30% more damage to a target that is debuffed. It's a crazy amount. Like, it's not like 30% attack where that's just part of the damage calculation, or some amount of crit damage where that's just part of the damage calculation. It's just flat out 30% extra damage on top of whatever the attack and critical damage you had mixed together. It's 30% more on top of that. So it does a ton of damage. So Rage Cell will be fantastic, but yeah, 38 points for the Commander Lorena team. I'll definitely be using this team at some point. Another team that is interesting to look at is actually Adventurer Raz, Angelic Montmorency, Commander Lorena, and Vildred. 42 points. It's a complete extra fight from this one down here. And I mean, 3 of these are 3 stars. Obviously, you can for sure run all of their skills, skill 1, 2, and 3, because Isaria won't. There's no issue with targeting whoever she picks for her skill reset. Again, I think the AI is good enough that she should be doing Tamarin no matter what, even if you have Vildred and Raz's skills on. But I'm gonna find out. I'll do some testing, and then I will 100% get back to you guys on that. But yeah, this team right here, some of the benefits to this team is that, I mean, the massive benefit is 2 damage dealers. It's absolutely massive to have 2 damage dealers. You're going to be crapping damage. This might only work in, say, normal raid. I'm not sure how well it would work in Hell Raid. That could be depending on gear. But to have Vildred to sweep waves and have Commander Lorena to sweep bosses would be pretty cool. Yeah, and then Raz, his second skill actually does a dual attack with the ally that has the highest attack, but it also has a chance to decrease defense, I'm pretty sure, on his second skill. Angelic Montmorency cleanses allies constantly. She's constantly getting turns because of her skill tree. You can soul burn her and get a team-wide heal with an immunity buff. So she's pretty solid. This is really more for the fact that you can just flat out get an entire extra fight with this team than you can with the other 2 teams. So that's something that would be, again, more like Hell Raid time to look at. But yeah, that's just some food for thought for now. I thought I would show you guys that. And you can type into your computer or phone Ep13 raid calculator and come to the same page, pick out whatever units you want to see if they can make a good team together, and go from there. Okay, so we are back into the game here. One with all that being said, that's really just my main focus. I mean, it's just pretty simple. It's Adventurer, Roz, Tamarin, and Iceria right now. Make sure that those get done, and make sure I get my Labyrinth, just slaying out Labyrinth, for sure. So yeah, that's all. Don't promote Mewy or Furious once again. I think I've said that a couple times, but there's just no reason in my head that you would want to 6-star them over other things. You know, if somehow you had done like Sirmia, Rowana, if you have Rowana, if you'd 6-starred Mercedes, if you had 6-starred Angelica Montmorency, if there's other 5 stars or potentially some 4 stars, like if you guys have Clarissa's a fantastic 6-star to make. She's going to be great for Wyvern moving forward. You know, I made a staple team of Furious, Mewy, Sigrid, and Angelica. But once you get good enough gear, you can get 85% crit rate and the speed you need and the effectiveness, and then push on as much attack and crit damage as possible. You won't need the Furious flat out. He'll just come out, and then a unit like Clarissa there, that's a massive difference. I mean, the Wyvern runtime will be in half, just putting Clarissa in there instead of Furious, because she has the potential to one-shot the first wave of Wyvern. It might even be faster than just half of the time. Clarissa's a fantastic unit to 6-star if you do have her. I don't believe I've pulled her yet. But yeah, she would be another one. But yeah, that's all for this episode. As always, thank you guys for watching. I will tell you guys the builds in the next episode once I'm able to get the gear on them. But I mean, for Iceria, Tamarin, and Adventurer Roz, it's very likely just going to be speed hit set. Yeah, but anyway, that's all for this one. I'll see everybody in the next video.